very, very hard. And we also had a very short rehearsal period in the rehearsal room prior to coming in here. So there's been an awful lot of things that make it quite hard. But I've got a fantastic associate choreographer who I work with sometimes, who's here with me full time. And basically this last week I've had to say to her, look, you're going to have to deal with the performers because I've just got to try and get the show on because we're so far behind the process. So I've pretty much abandoned the performers to get on with it and for her to deal with them. And whilst I just do my technical thing as best I can to get the show to look good. And because of course lighting always happens at the last minute, and actually it's make or break. And the set can look terrible if it's badly lit and brilliant if it's well lit. And that's been my big problem, is just getting cues in the book and getting the show ready to happen. And it's like, I mean, we don't even know tonight whether it'll hang together because there are so many potential things that could go wrong because we've never, like we did a lot of lighting yesterday, which we did often will never see with people. And lighting, of course, if you don't have people in the space, I mean, we have people who walk, but you've got a couple of people who aren't in costume walking for you and going to different places. But then suddenly a chorus of 60 comes in and you realise, oh shit, well then with all that side light, that those people are all blocking the side lights and the people in the middle and it's really hard to imagine that, you know, until you see them with it. And we had a whole load of lanterns that broke. We think because they're full of concrete dust, we're not sure, from all the renovation work, because there are layers of dust on top of the lamps that have accumulated over the last 2 or 3 weeks because of the work that's going on. And so we think that we've had massive breakdowns of equipment which you wouldn't normally expect to happen on that scale. So we've been having stuff flown in from New York, spare lights flown in to replace broken equipment. So yesterday and the day before we were installing like 6 new moving lights, which are these huge big lights that move automatically and refocus automatically, but all of which have started to collapse. And normally you'd expect 1 or 2 to fail because it's quite sophisticated equipment and you have backups for that, but so and we had a night where there was a big power surge, we think, when the contractors came in and shut down some of the breakers and the lighting system. We came in the next day and we had collapse of whole parts of the equipment and we couldn't work out what it was until we discovered that they had shut down the whole system and refired it. And so all that's been happening.